Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. We're getting the band back together.
We're putting the band back together.
We've had a few guys have to bow out of the show due to health issues, due to distance and travel, that kind of thing. So if you're in the Thurston County, Olympia area of Washington, and you'd be interested in being part of this show, let us know. And we'll maybe ask you a few questions, but the cast is getting a little thin now. So, but today we are this month. It's March, so we are starting our Redbreast series, and Redbreast is kind of it's not the most prestigious Irish whiskey out there, but it is kind of the most prestigious, widely available Irish out there. So it's one that you can find anywhere, and it's just a good standard statement of quality. Redbreast is always very dependable. There isn't a Redbreast out there that you're going to go, oh my God, this is disgusting. So we're just doing a deep dive into Redbreast. We're starting with their 12-year, and this is just the regular 12-year. There's also a cask strength. So we're going to start out with a little bit of nose, and
right on the nose.
Yeah. I always like Irish because they're lighter, but still, like, they don't kill your taste buds right away.
No,
they're with the triple distilled.
Yeah.
It's always really, that's my preferred, is the light touch, I guess.
Yeah. It's nice and mild, nothing too overpowering. It's not for guys who are trying to prove something with their whiskey. I can handle this. It's somebody that wants just a good relaxing whiskey, and Irish is always good for that. I've been leaning a lot to the Irish lately as far as just my off-show purchases. And bourbon, sadly, I think bourbon's becoming my second favorite style of whiskey. But, I don't smell it.
I
don't smell a lot on the nose. They say pretty much fruity and spicy on the nose.
I can smell the fruity on that just ever so slightly. It's there.
It's there. It's very, very, very subtle.
Yeah, it's not overpowering at all.
Yeah. So, are we ready to give it a try? And Dark Helmet, do your thing.
Down the hatch.
Ludicrous speed.
Gabe, why don't we start with you? What's your thoughts?
For me, I mean, the nose is definitely different from the taste right off the bat, but for me, you almost smell the sweetness in the nose just a little bit. It's not overbearing like we were saying, but you can still smell that it's there. Now, the minute that I get that taste, though, I get almost, it's an Irish, and it's actually a little creamy, but it's still got that, just a little bit of a bite to it. I really like that finish on the end of my tongue, though. Because it's not overbearing. It doesn't take too long. It doesn't really dissipate like too slowly or too fast, for that matter. It's just this is really tasty. I like this stuff.
Yeah, it's now I've been kind of opening up the bottles and letting them breathe, and giving a couple pours throughout the week just to kind of get that air in there, and kind of preparing them for a proper tasting. But and because I've noticed that when we open up the bottle right for the review, as I then drink the bottle down, it changes and it evolves and develops, and
it's
so,
like wine that has to breathe. Same
right?
idea.
Yeah. So I found that a lot of times we're given an improper review because we don't kind of do a little kind of drink from it a couple times before the review.
They're celebrating. I'm drinking.
So as I've been trying all these different Redbreasts, it's I gotta say this Redbreast 12. Maybe it's because I had the 12-year cask strength last night, but this tastes a little watery.
That's kind of my feelings on it is, it's a light touch, I would call it. Like, I like the flavors. There's just not a lot of them, which, I mean, that's when you get the triple distilled, the heavier stuff kind of goes. I was more surprised that this is only it's 80 proof, but how much tingle there is to it. It feels like a stronger proof.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it's the 12 year. It's not bad by any means, but a lot of pretty much everything on there is almost a little too subtle, and the bite is a little stronger than what it should be for 12 years. It's and that's an extremely critical review, much more critical than I would give with a lot of other whiskeys. But for Redbreast, I do expect a little more. And I mean, out of all the Redbreasts, this is probably, I think, one of, if not the cheapest Redbreast you can get. And there's a reason. It's definitely not the most impressive of the Redbreast. So, but it's also the cheapest. So there you go. But it's not bad by any means. I would put this up against any other Irish out there. But it's good. But there's a reason why this is the cheapest of the Redbreast family. So
I would go for this, like, if I'm sitting on my back porch in the summer.
Yeah.
That would be the great time to drink this.
Yep.
It's a nice, light, easy to drink, not going to make you feel too heavy kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. You can definitely kind of slow sip this. It's or if you have friends or family that know nothing about whiskey,
sure.
They because it is a lighter bite, they'd probably like this a little better than, say, the cask strength 12 year. Mm-hmm. So and they wouldn't appreciate our grand finale in this, which is the 21 year Redbreast. So
21.
21 year Redbreast we got coming up in a couple weeks. So yeah. So anyways, this is our Redbreast deep dive series for March, possibly April. I don't know. It depends. But I would say it's definitely worth a try. If you've never tried Redbreast, I definitely recommend. I recommend if people are just getting into Redbreast, I would recommend they start with this one. But it's try them all and see you next week for unless you guys got any final words.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I haven't seen it, but have you guys seen the new Clone Wars season yet?
Every choice made has led to this.
No, but I'm very interested. I'll say
I'm trying to finish Rebels first before I go and finish off Clone Wars. So
there you go.
It's Disney Plus, you evil bastards, you got.
I wasn't even aware.
You totally got my money, and I am not tempted at all to stop giving you my money. I hate you. Anyways, see you next week for another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey Redbreast Deep Dive.